Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to Relogion of MTsB channel. Good morning everyone, how are you today? I hope all of you are in good condition. Today, we are going to discuss about Aqidah. But before we start our activity today, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment in this video. Okay guys, we will invite Ma'am Lily as the expert of religion. Hello, good morning Ma'am Lily.
Good morning, Ma'am Dina.
How's your life?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Thanks, Ma'am Dina.
Okay, so Ma'am Lily, in this case, I will ask several questions about Aqidah Islamiyah, and I hope you do not mind to answer it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, for the first question, Ma'am Lily, how do we have a strong Aqidah Islamiyah?
Okay, the way strong of Aqidah Islamiyah are first, study the content of al-qur'an and make al-qur'an and hadith as a guide of our life. And the second is, we must believe and acknowledge that everything on this earth is Allah's creation. That is called Tauhid Rububiyah. The third, we must worship only to Allah. That is called Tauhid Uluhiyah. And the last, we must believe in the names and attributes of Allah that have been explained in the al-qur'an and hadith. That is called Tauhid Asma wa Sifat. Okay, ma'am? That is explanation.
Okay, Ma'am Lily, so it means that we must have a strong belief to Allah who has created everything in this world. Okay, so for the next question, Ma'am Lily, why should we have three elements of Aqidah Islamiyah? Islam, faith, ihsan for Muslim.
Okay, because faith, Islam, and ihsan cannot be separated from one another in supporting Islamic Aqidah. Faith as a form of belief, Islam as a form of worship, and ihsan as a form of action both to Allah and to others. Islam and ihsan is the implementation of faith in daily life. Okay, Ma'am Dina, that is my explanation about question.
So, Ma'am Lily, ihsan, Islam, and faith cannot be separated one each other in our life.
Of course, Ma'am Dina.
Thank you, Ma'am Lily, for your explanation.
Okay, ma'am, you are welcome.
I hope this can be useful for myself and of course for all of you. And if you want to know the detailed explanation, don't go anywhere. Let's see the detailed explanation about Aqidah Islamiyah.
Aqidah Islam. The meaning of Aqidah. According to language, Aqidah is a language derived from the word aqada yaqidu aqidatan, which means bond or agreement. And according to the term, Aqidah is the heart's belief in something. So, the Islamic Aqidah can be interpreted as main points of belief which must be trusted by anyone who claims to be a Muslim. When a person is Muslim, then the initial foundation for building Aqidah is a belief in Allah as God that must be worshipped. So that the foundation of Islamic Aqidah is belief to Allah, because Allah is God Almighty, Creator, and everything. The basic of Islamic Aqidah. There are two basics of Islamic Aqidah. The first is al-qur'an and the second is hadith. The first we go to al-qur'an. In the al-qur'an, there are many verses that contain about monotheism. The basic law about Tawhid, oneness of Allah, in Surah Al-Ikhlas, verses 1 until 4. Surah Al-Ikhlas, verses 1 until 4.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد صدق الله العظيم.
The meaning of Surah Al-Ikhlas. Verse 1. Say, He is Allah, the One. Verse 2. Allah is a God who everything depends on Him. Verse 3. He has no children and with no begotten. Verse 4. And there is nothing equal to Him. Next we go to Hadith. Hadith becomes the second source of Islamic law after the Al-Qur'an, both the source of law in Aqidah and in all matters of life. Next, the purpose of Islamic Aqidah. First, knowing the right direction for life and being able to distinguish right from wrong. Second, cultivate and develop the basis of the good heart that exists from birth. Third, maintaining humans from shirk. Four, avoiding yourself from the influence of a mind that is misleading. Next, three main elements in Islamic Aqidah. The first is Islam, the second is faith, and the third is Ihsan. Islam. The word Islam comes from Arabic, that is, Aslama yuslimu Islaman, which means being obedient, submissive, surrendering, and safe. Islam, according to the term, is a religion that teaches people to surrender and submit completely to Allah. And faith is justifying with the heart, speaking verbally, and exercising with limbs or deeds. If someone already believes and runs the teachings of Islam, then that person can already be called a mu'min or a believer. The last is Ihsan. Ihsan comes from Arabic ahsana yuhsinu ihsanan, which means kindness. Ihsan is a good deed as a form of self-servitude to Allah as an individual creature. Moreover, the relationship with Allah and as social beings who always interact with each other. People who ihsan always feel seen or seen by Allah. And how the relationship between faith, Islam, and Ihsan? Faith is a form of belief. Islam is a form of worship. And Ihsan is a form of deeds, both to God and to others. Islam and Ihsan are the implementation of faith in daily life. Next, literacy. The tradition of tumbal and offerings. Rituals over sacrifices or offerings to jinn who are considered to be watchmen or rulers of certain sacred places that have lasted for generations in our society. The people who live on the coast as fishermen every year hold a ritual ceremony called the Charity of the Sea to throw into the middle of the sea various types of food and animals slaughter. The offerings of the food and animal slaughter were previously buried, and then a prayer was read for the sea authorities to protect the fishermen and provide sustenance as their catch? There are some questions, so please answer the questions correctly. Critical thinking. Why are there still some religions that carry out traditions that deviate from Islamic teachings? Describe about Surah Al-Ikhlas. Collaborative. How do you think, if anyone thinks that the world and everything in it formed by itself without anyone creating? Give your reasons with the dalil of the Qur'an. Second, how do you think, if the God of more than one communicative. Discuss with your friends examples of life phenomena that reflect the truth of the Islamic Aqidah. Second, discuss with your friends the examples of the behavior of people who practice the Islamic Aqidah in everyday life. Creative thinking. First, how can we have a strong Islamic Aqidah? And the second, why must be three elements of Islamic Aqidah, namely faith, Islam, and ihsan for a Muslim? Thank you.
Okay guys, do you understand about Aqidah Islamiyah? If you have a question about Aqidah Islamiyah, don't forget to leave your comment in this video. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment the video. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.